Hi everyone, I want to talk about my gear that I've used for the first half. Even though we're further along than halfway, I'm going to talk about the gear as if we were only halfway through. Tell you what I like, what I don't like, and go from there. So first off, we'll talk about this shirt here. This is a Icebreaker merino wool shirt, and I love this thing. In fact, I would give it a 5-star if it wasn't for one thing, the price. They priced this thing like it was made out of unicorn fur. I mean, it is 85 bucks for a t-shirt, which is crazy. And I bought this half price off, so I paid 40 bucks for it. And that's still absurd for a t-shirt. However, it does what it's supposed to do. Merino wool, it keeps you dry, it wicks the sweat. When it's misting and raining outside, the rain doesn't penetrate to your skin. It's really pretty amazing. And I think it's pretty stylish with this tree. So, thumbs up on the Icebreaker t-shirt. The first one I had was made out of a thinner material, and I guess it was called a technical t-shirt. And man, that thing tore apart so fast. I think I had it for the first 3 weeks before it was destroyed. This one has lasted the whole time. Chica had to do a little repair up here on a seam, but otherwise it's held up really well. I'm also wearing a pair of REI zip-off pants. Don't know what model they are, but these are kind of my town and do laundry pants. Eventually, if it's cold enough outside, I'll put the bottom part on and can use them for hiking as well if I want. I did not tell you guys, but I lost my $6 pair of flip-flops.
You lost them?
I left them at a hostel. And so we went to Walmart and I found these Ocean Pacific ones for $3, even cheaper. So these are great. They have a toe thing, but I'm living with it. Okay, let's. This is the Gossamer Gear Mariposa backpack. I like everything about it except for it does give me some shoulder pain from time to time. And what I'm learning as I talk to people, because these are pretty popular on the trail. I see them. A couple times a week I'll see people, and I'm usually asking them what their opinion is. It seems people with longer torsos and taller people have the same exact problem, shoulder pain from the Mariposa. Shorter people or people with shorter torsos love this thing. I love all the pockets. I love everything about it, except it gives me shoulder pain. And once again, it's not enough for me to replace it, even though Chica has begged me to try something else. But this late in the game, I'm just not going to do it. So let's go through all the stuff that's in it. Right now, it's got its winter weight with all my winter gear, and it weighs in at right about 30 pounds with 2 liters of water and 4 days of food. There's a zippered compartment up here. I keep 2 things in there. I keep, well, it's not in here now, but AWOL's guide goes in here, as well as my journal for doing the weekly updates, Jen's journal, and a couple pins and some note paper, plus the AWOL guide. I also keep my electronic kit up there, and that includes a couple pieces. An anchor charger, which we started the trail with just one of these, and we determined that each of us having our own battery pack makes it more comfortable for us to spend longer time off the trail, although we don't ever spend more than 4 or 5 days. But anyway, I have an anchor. I have my Black Diamond Revolt is what it's called, because you can put a USB cord into it and recharge the batteries. As Chica said on her video, her rechargeable batteries went dead. Mine still work. I would give this a 4.5 star. Because it's mine. She would probably not want to buy the same version herself. I have extra batteries in case the rechargeable batteries go dead, and I have some earplugs. Because Chica, you know, she snores so much.
Whatever.
Okay, so that's the top section. In the back, I just switched this out. I had just a poncho for the summertime rain, but I switched it out with my heavier rain jacket, which I started with. Being in the whites, I really wanted something a little more heavy duty. This is a Mountain Hardwear. I'll get the name wrong, but it starts with AMP something, Amplex or Amplifier or something. They don't even make it anymore, but it's almost 2 pounds. It's really heavy, but it's what I have. It's a $200 jacket, and I just didn't want to spend the money on a new lighter one. And it keeps me completely dry from the rain.
And warm.
And warm. I sweat. Okay. Here's my buff. I use that a couple ways. I'll use it. It's also treated like a lot of our clothes is with permethrin. I'll use it as a bandana. I'll use it as like a pirate cap. Or sometimes I will just put it around my wrist like that because it looks cool, you know. and I can use it to sweat, you know, wipe sweat off myself if it's too hot to wear on my head.
And a pillowcase.
Oh yes, and it's used as a pillowcase for my pillow. This is my Officio Hat, which I like a lot. It's crushable, so I can just, you know, ball it up and throw it in there, but then it reforms. It has a mesh for mosquitoes. It's also treated with permethrin. This mesh, I usually tuck it in here because I don't need it. And I tuck in the chin strap and just wear it like this. And you can form it however you want to, if it's raining or sunny, whatever. Officio Bugs Away. I love this thing. It's a great buy. Roll of toilet paper. Mosquito net, which I haven't used yet, but it's weightless pretty much. I carried around this stupid thing of shoe goo, but Chica has needed it from time to time for her shoes that have manufacturer's defects. Okay, that's all that's in this back part. On here I have rigged up a couple things. The Gossamer Gear Mariposa has no way of storing your trekking poles. So what I did was create this little loop here of thing that I also use on tent platforms. But you can put your trekking poles in here, and then I can loop them around and tie them in place. This is just another thing for a tent platform, since we're using the tent platform so much here in the whites. I wanted to keep 2 of these things so we can do our tent. If you'll look at my latest recap, week 21, at the end of it I show you kind of how I use these. Okay, so my water filtration system is a 2-liter bag, which is made by Evernew. Okay, this thing is incredibly durable. The ones that come with it, with the the Sawyer Squeeze, are not so durable, and they only come in 1 liter. This is very durable. I punched a couple holes in it, put a carabiner on here so I could tie it to a tree if I wanted to let the gravity feed work. Sawyer Squeeze, the best water filter out there. There's a couple ways to use this. You can put dirty water in your bag and filter it that way. You can put it directly on your liter water bottle with dirty water and just drink out of it. Or you can, I can find this, you can use the coupling that you can get on Amazon to back flush it. This is usually to back flush it, but you can also put it on your bag, your dirty water bag, and lightly screw it on, and it'll work as a gravity feed. So you do hands free, and you're not having to squeeze the water. I've never used it for that at all because it's so easy to squeeze it. This is a ULA rain skirt, which works great. It just wraps around my waist and is a skirt that comes down just past my knees. I don't use it often. I use it more to sit on as a protection from a wet ground or a dirty ground than I do as a rain skirt. My shorts I use dry super fast. So in the summer I've been just getting wet. Now that we're in a little cooler weather, I'll probably use this more. Last but not least is, it goes in this little bag, is a Z-Packs Cuban fiber rain cover. This is the 60 liter size, I believe, and it does not fit my 60 liter backpack very well, but it does an okay job. All right. What else do we got? Nothing in there. Okay. Down here, I have three things. I have a Gatorade bottle, a Powerade bottle. I use this a lot of times instead of a scoop to get water out of a stagnant or not flowing source or shallow source. I have a spare 1 liter water bottle. And I have a 9-inch snow stake that we use for a trowel. I've wrapped.
And what is a trowel for?
A trowel is so you can go poo-poo in the woods. And you can dig a 6-inch hole. So I have some extra paracord on the end of that, probably, I don't know, 15, 20 feet. I've used some of it. But this works just as easy. Those who tell you that you can use your trekking pole or a stick to dig a 6-inch hole, that is bullshit. They are lying to you. You need a trowel. For all you ultralighters out there, I know you're not going to like that sentence, but it's the truth. Okay. On the front of this, I have 2 pouches, similar to Chica's. If you watched her gear review, I have the Z-Packs. This barely fits a iPhone 7 Plus, which is what we have. The end of it sticks out just a little bit. I have hand sanitizer, sunscreen in that pouch. On this side, there's a gentleman who we can put his email address in the description. Makes these wonderful liter, fits a smart 1 liter smart water bottle holder, so you're not constantly having to reach back and get your water. Okay.
Bandana.
Oh yeah, bandana. This is a snot rag, basically, is what I use it for, to wipe my nose after I do a snot rocket, which we'll have to demonstrate that sometime. The snot rocket part. I have 2 very nice size pouches. In one of them, I have my earbuds. I have some organic bug block that a friend gave us, and I haven't tried yet. And then I have a pair of fingernail clippers, which act as clippers, a knife, and anything else that needs cutting. I also put treats in that side. The other side is exactly the same, and that usually I put a candy bar or more treats. On this side is our big Agnes Copper Spur 3, UL3. It's a 3-person tent, and I'm going to give it 4.5 stars. If it was just the tent itself, I would give it 5 stars. The tent is awesome. It's roomy. It has 2 parts. It has a vestibule and a separate indoor part, so you can sleep under the sky if you want, and you can be protected from the rain. When it rains, it performs extremely well. I'm 6'3", and I still have an inch or two on both my head and my feet, and it has multiple pockets inside, and it's very roomy. I can sit up straight in the middle of it. We have 2 doors, 2 vestibules, and I really have nothing negative to say about the tent. Big Agnes customer service, I give a 1 out of 5 stars. They are awful. It would not make me change my tent, but we had a tree come down. It broke one of the tent poles, and all I needed to do was replace this pole. We got a splint to bandage it, and the splint works fine. However, we're on the Appalachian Trail, and what if we broke another one? We wanted a replacement section of the pole. So I contacted Big Agnes. The entire process from the first day I contacted them to getting delivery of a tent pole segment was 1 month. 30 days. We're out on the trail, and it takes 30 days to replace a tent pole segment. It's totally unacceptable. Twice when I called customer service, they were out hiking. I get it's an outdoor company, and customer service like to go out hiking just like everybody else. But I was so disappointed in their customer service. It was unacceptable that any company of any size could be so poor. And I guess they can do it because they have a great product. Anyway, once again, I would still get the same tent. I just pray that nothing happened to it because customer service is very, very poor. I will tell you one thing about the Copper Spur UL3. There's new models that aren't as long. So we have a friend who has the kind that I guess there's a kind that lights up. And her son is about the same height as I am, and he has to sleep with his legs up a little bit because they're not as wide anymore. So get the older version if you're long, if you're a tall person. Okay. Inside this bad boy. So it clips down like that, and then this part also clips. So I have the 15 liter, I believe, Z-Packs bear bag kit. It's a food bag, a rock sack, 50 feet of bear line, and a carabiner. All that to allow you to hang. I've replaced the bear line because my other one was getting frayed and knotted and it broke. And so I just replaced that. So this is pretty good. I have no problems. The backpack has this wired stay. To it I clip a Z-Packs wallet, which has my license, medical information, money, credit card, things like that. I have a Mountain Hardwear Ghost Whisperer down jacket, which is great. Have no problems with it, except I've lost 50 pounds and it's huge on me now. Okay, I have a Z-Packs 15 liter clothing bag, or I think this is called the extra large. And this is actually designed to have a felt inside that you can turn inside out and use your clothes as a pillow. I found it extremely hard and uncomfortable, so I don't use it for that. So I wish I would have got it without the felt, and it would have been a little bit lighter. So I have a Patagonia Capilene 3 long sleeve shirt, and I've carried this the whole time. It's not winter or summer wear. This is just always wear. I don't wear it very often, but if it's a chilly morning, I'll start off with this, and I have no complaints about it. It's a great shirt. I have 2 pairs of Darn Tough socks, and I'm not going to own any other type of sock other than Darn Tough for the rest of my life. They're great. And they have a lifetime warranty. Okay, these poor things. My shorts. So these shorts have lasted me for years and years and years. They're North Face. I have no idea what they are, but they have I think they're running shorts with a liner. I don't wear underwear with them. They have a little pocket in the back and a 9-inch inseam, which so takes them right down to my knee. They've lasted through multiple marathon training, multiple half marathon trainings, and all of the Appalachian Trail so far. They'll probably be toast by the time I'm done. They're becoming discolored. The inside we had to sew up and fix, but Chica had to sew up and fix. But North Face running shorts were a great option. Okay, so I had sent this home, but now that it's winter or cold weather, it's a Smart Wool large long sleeve shirt. It's kind of the mid-weight one. I love this thing. It's great. I also have a Icebreaker. They call this the 260, which is middle to heavyweight long johns, which it's been below 40 the last couple nights. I've been wearing these. Okay, so these are Nike Dri-Fit tights that I can wear under my running shorts. I don't wear them often, but on cold days, anything below 45 degrees, I'll wear these, and they break the wind. they stop the wind and keep you a little bit warmer. I have a Z-Packs beanie, Z-Packs gloves. I would probably go with something different. They're okay, but they're not great. Almost done, folks. Extra pair of socks. These are my black ones that Chica likes to make fun of. And then the bottoms to my the shorts I'm wearing now, in case I want pants. So that's it. The only thing missing is my phone, which also records video and takes my pictures. iPhone 7 Plus, great all-around option for a phone, internet, camera, video camera. My shoes, the La Sportiva Wildcats. I think that's the only brand of running shoe I'll ever buy again, as long as they make my size and that brand, that model. I love them. So that's all. So thanks for watching. Hope this helps you make some decisions. If you have questions about the gear or anything that we've talked about today, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, give us a thumbs up, give us a thumbs down, subscribe, and we'll talk to you later. Bye. So I forgot 3 things. I guess my bag of goodies wasn't done yet. Okay, sleeping bag is the Enlightened Equipment 20 degree extra wide, extra long quilt. I didn't know for sure. I thought a quilt was going to be the ideal option, and I think I like it. The straps kind of bug me, and I never strap them underneath my sleeping pad. so they just kind of float around and then they get under your leg and they kind of annoy me. So I don't know if the mummy bag would be better, because I like to be able to kick the blanket off. So I don't know. As far as warmth goes, it's great. The length is great. I have an extra 3 or 4 inches on the sleeping bag, and then it's plenty wide. So I don't know. The price is right for the Enlightened equipment compared to other mummy bags, but I don't know. I'd like to try a mummy bag too. Okay, so I have the Thermarest Neo X Lite Air. And once again, I have the extra wide, extra long version. I would get the extra wide. I would probably, if I were to do it again, get the torso length, because it doesn't really matter if my feet hang over. Our tent is big enough to where I put my backpack at the end of my feet anyway, and I prop my feet up on it at night. So it doesn't matter if there's a sleeping pad or not. Somewhere, oh, here it is. I also have the same sleeping pillow as Chica. It's the Big Sky Dream Sleeper. So that's what it looks like. It's pretty wide. It dips in the middle. Your head fits right there. Very comfortable, much more comfortable than the clothing bag that I mentioned before. So these are hard to come by. So if you try Big Sky, sometimes they have them in stock. Buy them up. They're cheap, but it hasn't busted over the entire trip. So good little product. Okay, I think that's it finally. No moss. So thanks a lot for watching. Bye.